it the fucking thing.
How can you be sitting out here with your Bible, right?
Right.
And be giving your own loose interpretation of what the Bible is saying?
Whose interpretation should I be giving?
You shouldn't be giving anyone's interpretation. You should be.
So wait a minute. I shouldn't be giving. So wait a minute. I shouldn't give no interpretation. But wait a minute. Is my interpretation bashing people? Is that my interpretation bashing people? It's not in the Bible that God bashes people. It's not in
God is a forgiving God.
But does he bash people in the Bible?
Does he not judge everybody?
I'm asking a simple question.
Does he not
I'm asking a simple question. You said I should not be bashing people.
Exactly.
My question to you is, does God bash people in the Bible?
Okay. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
No.
But
wait a minute. That is not my private interpretation. It's in the Bible. That is what I read. Right. It ain't my interpretation. And let me tell you something. Wait a minute. You ain't let me answer. And I'm going to give you the floor back. That's the problem with you Christians. Anybody that disagree with your Christianity, to you, it's their private interpretation. Even when they open up the Bible and read it right out the Bible. Because you got the interpretation. You know who you got the interpretation of? You got the interpretation of people like Eddie Long. Faggots and lesbians sitting up in big black churches with their own interpretation of God's word. You damn right God bashes people. God killed nations in this book. You know why he did it? You know why he did it? Because of the justice that was undone. And let me tell you something. All you black people should see something out here. I'm gonna give you the floor back in a second. All you black people should see something out here. This white boy was arguing with me about the Bible and saying I was saying I was wrong. But the minute I start cutting him in the Bible, now he want to question whether or not the Bible is valid or not. That's the problem with you white people. You got, if you let me finish. Here's the problem with you white people. The minute you don't get it your way, you get rid of the Bible.
That's right.
And you Christians do the same thing. Now, do you want to give him the floor or you got another point?
I'm going to say what I have to say first.
You got a point?
I got a point. In the Bible, it says, let no man be the judge of another.
That's right. What is judgment?
Rewrote the Bible.
You Christians throw it out. What is judgment? Let him answer.
What is judgment?
Yes.
Judgment is what you're clearly doing right here.
You're a liar.
No,
I'll prove it.
you're a liar.
You're a liar.
The Bible says the only judge is God.
What?
God is the only one that can.
I ask you a simple question.
Judgment is eternal.
What is judgment?
Judgment is eternal whether you are separated or united with God after this earthly state.
Now, so wait a minute. Now, first I'm going to say I disagree with you, but I'm going to, for this argument, go by your interpretation.
Okay.
Now, according to your interpretation, judgment is what happens after this body.
The Bible I
Am I right or wrong?
You're right, but the Bible I follow tells me to be a specter of
here's the problem, brother. Here's the problem. Then your man is lying because he said I'm judging out here, and we are still in these bodies. So he is a liar. Now listen. Now wait a minute.
Okay.
Once again, now I just proved to you he was lying.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna show it to you in the Bible that he's lying. Give me judgment in the Bible. Once again, I'll answer your questions all night, but you Christians won't let me answer. You know why? You know why? Because you cannot face the Bible. You only know what your preachers taught you and what your Sunday school has taught you. You don't know the Bible. He just finished saying I'm judging, and you just proved that I'm not judging by your own breakdown. Now I'm gonna show it to you in the Bible. Now I'm asking you. Now I'm gonna show it to you in the Bible. Read it for me. Listen good.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2. Do ye know, do ye not know that the saints, verse 1, dare any of you having a matter against another, go to the law before the unjust?
Meaning this, if I got a beef or a disagreement with you, then I ain't supposed to go to law with the unjust. Read.
And not before the saints.
And not before the saints, meaning the people that serve the Lord. Read.
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
That the saints are going to judge the world.
That's right.
Let me finish.
Shall be judged by you.
Let me finish. I'm going to give the floor back. Let me finish. Read.
Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Read on.
And if the world shall be judged by you.
If the world shall be judged by us. Read on.
Are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matter?
Are we unworthy to judge the smallest matters? No, we are not. Did the white man put us in slavery? Yes, he did. Okay, is he supposed to get judgment for it? Yes, he is.
That's right.
Are we judging because we do? No, we are not. We are judging the matter and not judgment. Now, let me be. I ain't punished nobody on the street. I ain't touched nobody on the street.
That's right.
I ain't committed a crime against nobody on the street. So when you turn around and say I'm judging, I ain't judging anybody. I'm telling you what God is saying.
That's right.
I'm telling you what God is saying. And because I tell you what God is saying, you can claim I'm judging. You know what the problem is? That faggot sitting in your church will not tell you the truth.
That's right.
He will not bring forth.
That's right.
You got the floor, brother. You got the floor. You got the floor. Let me ask you a question. You said I'm attacking you, right? You said I'm attacking you. If I steal your wallet right now, and you come to me and call me a thief and demand your wallet back, are you judging me?
They're not quoting the because you took my wallet.
But are you right?
Yes, they did.
Yes, I am.
But guess what? The white man has murdered my people.
That's
and
right.
I have not
That's
gotten
right.
my wallet back.
That's right.
And I have not gotten my wallet back.
That's
right.
Am I wrong?
That's
Am I
right.
wrong?
Yes, you are. Because are you
You're
here right
damn
now?
right I'm not wrong.
Are you here right now?
I'm not wrong.
You're okay?
Standing here don't,
You got all your limbs?
don't mean I got
got all your
justice.
fingers in
That
your
means
thumb.
I got justice
Yeah.
for 99 million deaths
What happens
because
to-
I'm
what happens
standing
to
here.
the past don't
Because
got
I
nothing
can
to do with
stand
you
here.
right now.
99 million deaths don't mean nothing.
You make
Let me
who
tell
you
you something.
are.
You go to church and you are a whore for the white.
That's right.
You are a whore for the white.
That's right.
You will whore yourself
That's
out
right.
for the white man for nothing.
That's
you
right.
have no sense of justice.
that's
and it is why.
that's right.
Let me tell you something. It is why you. It is why you do not care about justice. And you. Let me tell you something. And let me tell you, I feel sorry for you. And I'm gonna give you a friendly warning. I'm gonna give you a friendly warning. Stay away from the homosexuals.
That's
Back up.
All 11 of y'all sitting here.
All right, you got
Only
the floor,
11 of y'all have the same people.
Listen,
I definitely
It's the
get what
whole
you're saying.
problem, bro.
God has
Understand
called us
what
to
y'all
be
saying
fruit
right now.
inspectors, which means by definition,
By the fruit.
I have to judge you by your fruit, what you produce.
There you go.
I'm not arguing
What
with
have I
that.
produced?
You
What
produce
have
the
I
word.
produced?
But the
Thank you.
Bible also says
Thank you.
you got to eat the whole roll.
They're right. That's
You got
right.
to.
Damn right.
You got to. And when
Just
you
that.
speak
And let me tell you
but
something.
wait,
Go
you
ahead.
said I got to
Go ahead, you got
When you speak of Esau,
Right.
when we speak of Jacob,
Right.
that was before there was a new covenant set.
Oh, I read it in the new covenant.
And you did, but referring to. He was
That's why he was referring to it.
Exactly, right?
Because-
But did not Christ say, vengeance is not mine, it's the
Right.
Lord's, right?
That's why I ain't killing white people.
And God said, and the only way to serve me is to follow my commandments. And his biggest commandment is to love thy enemy like you would thy neighbor.
That wasn't talking about the white man. And I'll show it to you in the Bible. Let me tell you something. That's the problem why black people are Christians. Because
right.
black people, really, it's not that you love all people. You love white people. Because you are
That's right.
You don't love black people. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why you don't love black people. You know why I know you don't love black people? You can't I know you don't love black people. Because if you had any love for black people, you would seek black people's justice like anybody's justice.
That's right.
When something happened to Chinese people, when the tsunami came and killed the Japanese, didn't people say we should help the Japanese? Why is it that we cannot ask for justice for black people that have been murdered and killed and raped in America? You see that? He really hates black people.
That's right.
You see that? Y'all catch that? Did you catch that? That's why he wants to blame black people for what has happened.
You can't blame somebody
That
else.
is jealous God. You hear what God said? God said he's a jealous God. He don't like us bowing down to the white God. You ain't supposed to be worshiping no white Jesus. Worshiping Mother Mary, that $2 hoe from the Roman Catholic Church. Oh, you're sitting there kissing the Pope ring.
You're a
some
fucking
child molester
whore, I
that
can
raping
tell.
every baby that come in the Roman Catholic Church. You bowing down and kissing his damn ring.
Right.
When God is against that, he said not to do that. Read on. And let me tell you something. You white people are the devil. Because if you white people had any consciousness, you would shut down the Roman Catholic Church. They raping your white babies. And you're such a pig. You're such a devil that you won't even shut down the greatest child molestation ring on the face of the earth. And you expect us to put our trust in you white devil. Are you insane?
You are
of the fathers of the church.
God said he visits the iniquity of the fathers.
He's got a question.
On the children. He's got a question. Read.
This is the third or fourth generation.
So even though you devils did not specifically have us enslaved, your forefathers had us enslaved. And God is visiting the evil that your fathers did on your generation and on the generation to come, because God is just and you animals are not. And it is why you white people belong in a cave next to the zebra, next to the lion, next to the giraffe, and the hippopotamus.
I have a question. I am half black and half white. What am I?
What is your father?
My dad is black and my mom is white.
And you are a confused black man.
That's right. That's right.
Wait. I have a question.
Get me Jeremiah 14:2.
John.
You gonna hear the answer? You cut me off?
No.
You gonna hear the answer? You white people like to answer questions.
I will
But you don't wait for the answer.
Why
Are you going to let me answer?
I will let you not answer.
He's trying to.
Go ahead.
Okay. If Jesus preached forgiveness, why are you letting him forgive?
Christ. Good point. What white people don't understand, because you're such a narcissistic animal. Hey, you're interrupting his answer.
I want to hear
He asked for an answer.
Please continue.
I'm giving him an answer. And I'm prepared
Wait,
to, I'm
would you
gonna-
repeat the question?
and I'm prepared to back up the answer. Here's the question. The question he asked, correct me if I'm wrong, but he said, if Jesus was about forgiveness, correct?
Yes.
Then why do we hate white people?
Why don't you have forgiveness?
Why don't we forgive white people? Why don't we have forgiveness for white people?
Yes.
You're racist. Okay. That was a good question. Now, let me answer. Here's what white people don't understand, and black people most don't understand. That Jesus Christ never died for you devils. That's right. Oh, shut the fuck up. He only died for one reason. It was the Roman Catholic Church. I'm prepared to prove it. I am prepared to prove it.
Go ahead, prove it.
I'm prepared to prove it.
Lasting life.
But these
The whole
devils-
world, my friend. Whosoever believes in should not perish, but have everlasting life. You are a liar. You are a liar. You are a liar.
Back up! Back up!
You're a liar.
Back up!
You're a liar. You are a liar.
Everybody's dating.
You are a liar. What about 1 John 5? What about 1 John 5:14? Where it says, guys, don't let the enemy perish. You are a liar. You are a liar.
Burn through chapter 15, verse 24.
16.
But he
God so loved the world that he gave his
Back up!
You're a liar. Back
Wait a minute, he said out of love.
Back up.
Chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, read it again. But he answered and said, this is Jesus Christ speaking out his own mouth. In the New Testament.
We read it.
Read. I am not sent. Christ said, I'm not sent. Read on. Unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Christ was never sent. Yo, I got one question.
That's right.
You ain't going to heaven.
That's right.
He was only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right.
You ain't the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
You are a white friend. Whosoever believes in him should not perish, but
Give me
everlasting
John 3:6.
life.
That's right.
That's the gospel.
Let's read John the father of lies.
Y'all quote this scripture all the time.
You're the father
right
of
before
lies.
you rape somebody's child.
Where does it say?
The Bible is a black man's book. That white people been running around. You reading a book about black people, thinking it's a book about white people. The Bible got nothing to do with white people.
Did you know that there were more Irish slaves from 1600 to
Ain't no white people born in the
than
Middle
black
East.
slaves ever?
So where do white people get off? This is a white man's book. This is a black man's book. What you were saying, Fun?
Did you know there were more Irish slaves from 1600 to
That is a
1800?
lie.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's history.
And here's what's even better. Here's what's even worse. Here's what's even worse.
I can Google it right now.
Two things. Two things. Here's what you should Google. You should Google, one, that the Irish got their land back. Number one. And you know what else the Irish did? When the Irish were told that they had to go to war to fight in the Civil War against the South, you know what the Irish did in the North? They went out and slaughtered 20,000 black people. That's because they didn't want to fight in the South. That's right. You white people are the devil.
That's right.
Well, and listen, here's the thing. Black people have never slaughtered white people by the tens of thousands. Ever on the face of this earth. But you have.
To back that up, the Irish...
Those were Africans that conquered Spain, not our people.
The Irish
The Africans conquered other countries and did crimes and did all kinds of stuff. Our people didn't do that. Once again, you trying to mix us with every African on the earth. We are not every African on the earth.
So even after the African slave trade stopped, the Irish slave trade
Say that
stopped.
again?
Even after the...
Show you how dumb and stupid you are. Haiti is a French word, you dumb. So how you going to say black people got an identity that came from a white man that murdered them on their own island? Right. Show you how much of a devil you are. Like the man, they was murdered on their own island.
That's right.
Give it another name and he say, see, they got an identity. They got an identity. You devils changed them. And you mentioned the Dominican. That's a Spanish word from Spain. How the hell you gonna say the Dominicans have an identity when you murdered them and you put your identity on? Just like the Puerto Ricans.
I didn't murder anything.
Puerto Rico means rich port. The Indians on the island are called the Boricua Indians. Why is it called Puerto Rico? Because you Spaniards and you Portuguese and you white devil.
I'm not white devil either.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I know you think you're an Arab. I know you think you're an Arab. But you Arabs living in the Middle East, you Arabs living in the Middle East are no more than the descendants of Ptolemy's bastard children.
That's right.
In Egypt, dumbass.
Okay. Now let me give you a little history lesson. Let me give you a little history lesson. Puerto Rico was called Rich Port because the disgusting Spaniards and conquistadors that murdered the people on the island of Puerto Rico changed the name of Puerto Rico to Puerto Rico. That wasn't its name. That's not their identity. And why do they have that name 400 years later? Because they God's chosen people. And they're going to get their identity back when God destroys this earth.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. They brainwashed right now. They think it's right to be called Puerto Rico, but it's wrong to be called Puerto Rico. That's the name given by the slave master.
That's right.
You don't even know, and he got the nerve to argue the point. The point meaning you done enslaved us so well that to you it sounds crazy that somebody say that ain't who we are, because you are so used to having us as a slave. And the day is coming. And listen, and you white people in the Middle East, you devils. You not no damn Arab. The Arabs was down in the Sudan some damn way. You white people in Saudi Arabia, them crackers sitting up there in the throne. Them are white people over there. King Fahd and the rest of them up there in Saudi Arabia, and the rest of them clowns over there in, what's the name of that country they about to invade? What's the name of that country they about to? Syria. Those are crackers up there. The Alawites or whatever the hell they are, those are devils. They're not no Arabs. Those are the descendants of the days of Herod and the days of Julius Caesar now, when they went through them lands raping all their babies down there. That's who ruling over them lands. And you the descendants of them, walking around thinking you're an Arab. You're a cracker is what you are. Disguised like a damn Arab. Thank you, sis. Tell them. Let them learn something. You understand? Let them learn some real history that ain't in your history book.
We sat down with your scholars and your theologians and your so-called experts at Yale and Harvard and up there at Columbia uptown. And they confirmed the same damn thing. You done lied on history. You murdered everybody and you changed history to make it look good for yourself.
That's right.
When all you did was murder in the earth. You didn't do nothing else. You murdered everybody. And you got power over the earth, and now you changed history. Well, guess what? This record here is one record you couldn't change because of the belief of the people of the Lord. And because you couldn't change it, guess what? Now this record is coming out in these last days. And guess what? Your happy days are over. And let me say this to black people, black and Hispanic people. Yo, stop listening to your preacher, man. Stop listening to your imam. Get the hell out of them churches and open up that Bible and read it, man. Your preacher is a damn hustler, making money off of you, ripping you off, keeping you brainwashed and dumb and ignorant, man. When the Lord gave you this book to learn, there's words in this book. Why are you singing in church every Sunday when God gave you a book to read? Why you ain't reading out the book? Why are you living an immoral life? Robbing and raping and killing and shooting up each other and being drug dealers. When God called you the greatest people on earth, the chosen people of the Lord, you give all your glory to these white devils. When God chose you to rule this earth.
That's right.
He chose you to be the royal family, man.
That's right.
Not these devils. They're ruling because of your sin against the Lord.
That's right.
And the Lord wants you to repent, man. And you white and you black people, you can't be no criminal no way. You kill two people, you go out and shoot one guy and kill two other people. The white man went in that school 20 years old. He didn't even bring the assault rifle. He left the assault rifle in the trunk. Came in there with 2 handguns, killed almost 30 people. Why? Because they know about killing. You black people, you not made to be no sinner. You think you a gangster. You ain't no gangster. The white man is a gangster.
That's right. That's right.
White man get to killing, people die.
Right.
You niggas get to killing, you end up in jail. You go right to Rikers Island. You don't get a block away. Why don't you wake up? Why don't you smell the coffee and return to the Lord and find your identity, man? And get the hell off these streets and all the evil we doing in these streets. Making a laughing stock of our people before the world. Like a bunch of idiots we've been on this earth. Read.
Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah.
The day is coming when the Lord shall bring again the captivity of Judah. You know what that means? That means a day is going to come where this white man ain't going to be over you no more. Where the laws of America not going to exist. Where you're going to be on your own to govern your own house the right way.
Right.
Where it's going to be up to you how you operate in this earth.
That's right.
And the Lord going to charge you for your mistakes. Read.
And I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
That day is coming. The Lord said he's going to gather all nations together. I don't care what nationality you are. You going into the third world's war.
That's right.
It's unavoidable. Right. Just like every other prophecy in this Bible was unavoidable. The crimes that was done in Egypt could not be fixed without punishment. The crimes that are done in America cannot be fixed without punishment.
Right.
Somebody must be punished for this.
That's right.
Read on.
And they will plead with them there for my people.
You hear what the Lord said? He's ironic with it. He said, in that valley, I'm going to plead with them for my people. Meaning this, he ain't going to negotiate with you. He's going to kill you in that valley. You know where the valley of Jehoshaphat is, anybody? Come on, Mr. I want to be an Arab. Where the valley of Jehoshaphat at? Anybody? That's right, brother. The valley of Jehoshaphat is in southern Israel. Can anybody tell me what Israel has set up in Dimona, in the southern part of Israel right now? Nuclear weapons.
That's right.
Nuclear weapons.
Every country has nuclear.
You know where those weapons are pointed at? Us. They're pointed at Iran. Do you know what's getting ready to happen? You're getting ready to go in the nuclear war.
That's right. That's right.
Your life is about to change in this earth. And you black people, you better get ready. Because God is doing it because He's coming to take back you. You know why? Because He owns you.
That's right.
You know why He owns you? Because He made a deal with your father for you. And your father kept his part of the deal. And so you belong to God. And you ain't got no choice. You can join America all you want. Go ahead and be a drug dealer, a faggot, or whatever else America wants you to be. Come dancing on a stage like a goddamn clown.
Right.
Or whatever else this disgusting place wants you to be.
Right.
I guarantee you it's going to come to an end. Why? Because you ain't supposed to be that. You're supposed to be a nation of people of dignity and honor and respect for each other.
That's right.
And God will see you, regardless of how you feel. Free.
If you believe in God and you believe in the Bible, why are you using this to preach hate? That's basically what you're doing.
Now,
You're telling
you are telling all these questions.
You are telling all these, and I'm not done. I'm not done.
You asked the question. Well, let me get the first part. Let me answer the first part. You really didn't want to ask the question. You really just wanted to get on your soapbox. First of all, why is it hate?
You were preaching hate.
Why is it hatred to
the white man is the devil?
That's identity.
That is hate.
Why is that hate? Why is it hate?
What do you mean why is it hate?
I'm asking.
You sitting up here.
Why is it hate?
You sitting up here blaming millions of people for your problem.
No, I'm not. I don't have any problem.
Oh, what? Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I don't have any problem. Right. Listen, I got a wonderful life. You got a wonderful life. Listen, I got an amazing life.
Okay.
I've got an amazing life.
You are using the
You know why I'm bringing this out? You know why I'm bringing this out? Because unbeknownst to black people who are so deeply brainwashed in this land, black people are the only people in the earth that do not understand justice for themselves. That's right. They understand justice for everybody else. That's why I brought up the example earlier. I said, and I'm going to use you for an example, brother, if you don't mind. This is your woman. If somebody came and harmed your woman, would you be wrong for bringing vengeance on them for what was done to your woman? Would you be wrong to bring justice on them? Would you be wrong to have them locked up and put in jail for harming your woman? Say again? I know you're
that's
not
wrong.
His will. Wait a minute.
You believe in
Wait a
God.
minute. Let me finish.
That's not
Why don't you let me answer? Why don't you let me answer? You don't want me to answer.
You were preaching
You don't want to understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. You want me to shut up and not talk about it. And let me tell you something. Not talking about it is why America is destroyed. Because you won't hear black men's voices.
Like this is
and because you don't hear black men's voices, you suffer the consequences. That's what happens when you don't listen to the opposition. You still don't understand. And let me tell you why, too. Because in America, black men are being taught to be homosexual.
You are brainwashed.
Meaning they may not necessarily be homosexual. Or they might be homosexual. But what they being taught is to be effeminate. When every nation on earth expects justice. Don't tell me, show me one black woman whose son got murdered that got on the TV and said, I just want everybody to go home and forget about they murdered my son. Have you ever heard that? No. And you will never hear it. Why? Because it is natural instinct. That's right. To want justice. That's right. For what happens to you. Well, my argument is simple. It ain't complicated. It's a simple argument. My argument is simple. That for 400 years, blacks and Hispanics served this man, lost their identity, lost their wealth, lost everything they had, their morals, their culture, everything in this land. And now, God is going to bring justice on them. That's all my argument is. It ain't personal to white people. Ain't no white man did nothing, never did nothing to me. Not one white man. I ain't got no personal anger towards you white people. I don't even know you. I don't see you in my hood. I don't even hardly talk to you unless I'm doing business with you. So I don't have no personal stake in hating you. But like any good judge, when you go to court, the judge don't take a personal interest in the defense.
That's right.
Or a personal interest in the prosecutor. The judge wants to talk about the evidence.
Right.
And I'm telling you, I got evidence of murder, rape, child molestation, and slavery. And Judge, Your Honor, I want justice for what has happened. Now what's wrong with that?
Thousands of people.
Why you ain't down in Washington beefing with the president saying, why y'all killing all these people? Because that you think is right. You think that's just. But then when we tell you that God gonna kill the white man for what he did to blacks and Hispanics, then you want to call us the racist. And let me tell you something else. The brother brought it out well. We ain't killed nobody. We ain't mass murdered nobody.
That's right.
Because we talk about the crimes that was done to us. We the racists. The white man went out and slaughtered us by the tens of thousands. And you don't call him a racist. You don't look at him like he's a damn racist. You don't even want to. You're so ashamed of your nationality that you won't even identify your nationality. That's how much you want to be accepted. I'm American. You're not an American, you dummy. Your forefathers were brought here, stupid. You're not an American. And if you come from Central or South America, dummy, your forefathers was murdered to give the names of those lands. And furthermore, you're an American? You're an American? America was named after Amerigo Vespucci. That was a white man from Italy. You ain't a descendant from some white man in Italy. So how are you going to be an American? Furthermore, America was a name given to this land after they almost exterminated the Indians. How dare you call yourself by the name of the people that murdered the people that own this land? So you don't give a damn about the people that got killed. You just care that the white man rules and you part of America. You know why? Because you're a filthy pig. That's right. And you don't have no compassion on all the dead bodies that you're walking on in New York City. There's bodies of the North American Indians under Manhattan. You ain't never heard the story? They murdered them to get Manhattan. And you're walking on their bones. And you don't give a damn that they're dead. You only care that the white man calls it America.
Wait,
you know why? You know why? Because you're a brainwashed pig. And let me tell you something. That's what happened to most brothers when they go to the white man college. I went to the white man college. And I was smart enough to see that in the white man college, if you're not careful, these bastards were brainwashed.
That's right.
You'll come out of college a black man hating black people. You'll come out of college looking at blacks and Hispanics and they're a lower degraded people. That's how you'll come out of college. When our people are the greatest people that ever walked the face of the earth. You understand? We lived in the poverty and the ghetto on welfare and food stamps, and we ain't shoot up no elementary school.
That's right.
We didn't kill 18 babies in the elementary school like you monsters do. You understand? We didn't do that. Instead, we followed the white man's lead and became drug dealers and murderers and rapists and child molesters. You understand? That is brotherhood, you brainwashed idiot. Brotherhood, don't you know that Christ said he came to free the captive, to wake up the dead? That's you, dummy. That's why it is brotherhood. To wake you up out of the sleep you in. To bring you out of the coma that the white man put you in. That is brotherhood. But the problem with you is you're such a brainwashed wussy that all you care about is how far you can stick your head up the white man's ass. So you don't know brotherhood unless it's kissing Whitey's ass. Can some white man please pull his ass out? There's somebody here dying.
That's right.
Okay? That's all you think about. You are a limp when it comes to your
What about the Rwanda genocide, right?
Right.
What about
it? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. First of all,
why did they kill
let's talk about it. Here's why.
Because they thought they thought
the Rwanda genocide.
I'm one tribe, you're another.
That's
so
right.
I'm better than you.
That's right. That's why they did it. That's why they did it.
They're black. They're African. They're not white.
And show you how stupid you are. All dark-skinned people are not the same.
That's right.
Just because they live in Africa, there's 50 countries in Africa. Each country got almost 10 different ethnic groups in each country. We're talking 150, 250 ethnic groups in Africa. We are all not the same. Every brown-skinned person is not the same. But when you go to school in America, that's what you learn. Until you get on a plane and go across the world, you realize every black person is not the same. So my point is simply this, that what happened in Rwanda was between two crazy-ass Africans.
And they're black.
And it had nothing to do with us. Listen, there's many dark-skinned people in there. And listen, I'll show you how much of a pig you are. You say, and they're violent. I ain't killed nobody. I ain't beat nobody up. I'm not carrying no gun. I don't go out mass murder. So what are you talking about? Black people, let me tell you something. Black people are the most loving and peaceful people on earth. I'll tell you. That's a good point. I'll tell you. I'll tell you
there were 50 different countries, and now you're saying black people.
I'll tell you. That's a good point.
Black people.
There is only. That's a good point. There is only. Now you want to run. You're such a wimp.
That's right.
Because he's been kissing Whitey's ass since he got out of high school.
That's right.
And he don't know nothing else. He's been sucking up to these devils.
Too. Is that
Say again? Say again? Did you say you sucked dick? Is that what you said? I didn't hear you. He really said it. So basically he's a white homosexual.
Whoa.
He loves white people. He's homosexual. And that's what you... Why didn't you say that? Why didn't you say that's what you were really angry about? Why didn't you say you were really angry that we speak against homosexuals? You understand?
That's right.
Why didn't you just say that? Why didn't you say that you are the mascot of these white boys?
Grandmother lived with nothing in Ireland.
I want to feel the same way the next time somebody loses their legs in a bar. You want me to be compassionate when you die? You had better be compassionate when my people die.
That's right.
If you don't want to care about what happened to us, then guess what? We'll be fine. I won't care the next time some animal murders you in the street.
That's right.
Just because you don't care when you murdered me.
That's right.
I'm trying to be peaceful with you. I'm trying to be on the same scale. I'm trying to say let's all understand each other. You say you want equality. That's what you say.
Right.
But when I talk about what happened to mine, you don't want to hear it.
That's right.
You don't give a damn. You put your fingers out.
That's right.
Well, guess what? Guess what? The next time somebody blows your legs off, some lunatic does something stupid and murders you, guess what? I'm going to do just like this, just like she did. I'm going to put my fingers up. Because you white people are wrong. We served you 400 years in America. And wait a minute. You white people that's visiting America. You white people that come from other countries, don't act like you innocent.
That's right.
Your countries do big trade with America.
That's right.
Get rich off of this empire. Many of your kids come here, get educated. Your leaders get educated here. All this was possible because black people suffered in the ghettos for 400 years. And now, for you to come to America and be repugnant and proud, like how dare anybody say anything? When you have benefited from the death and the destruction of black people. And don't say, what am I talking about? You're not me. I don't question you when you say it was wrong for the bomber to kill your babies. I say, take them down. When you said, I gotta go get Osama bin Laden because he murdered people in the World Trade Center, I said, come on, Bush, take them down. If they did a harm to you, then you deserve justice, don't you? Right. Lord, that bomber sitting in that prison right now, he deserved the death penalty.
That's right.
For what he did to your baby.
That's right.
Young white boy, 7 years old. He didn't harm nobody. The damn bomber bombed him and killed him. You deserve justice, white people.
That's right.
But wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. If you deserve justice for what was done to you, then I deserve justice for what was done to me and my people, damn it. Don't tell me not to talk about this.
Justice. Go ahead, brother. Preach on.
You robbed us of our
I told
identity.
you.
Why is that? Why is it that if you come from any part of Africa, you can tell where you came from? Why is it that blacks in America are the only people who do not know where they came from? And why hasn't your pastor, who has the Bible in the church, why hasn't he showed you this? Because the world does not want it to be revealed that black people and Hispanic people are the real Jews.
That's right.
So to answer your second question, sis, about this sign, these 12 tribes that's on this sign are recorded in the Bible. The same way I just told you that slavery was recorded in the Bible.
Where are they recorded?
All throughout the Bible, but primarily in Genesis, the 49th chapter. Jacob laid down the prophecies on where the 12 tribes would be found at in the last days. Why did he have to lay down this prophecy? That's a major clue. When you hide a treasure and nobody knows where the treasure is, you got to write a map on how to get to the treasure. Why? Because nobody knows where the treasure is. Well, guess what? Jacob had to write these prophecies. Why? Because he knew in the last days, nobody would know who these people really are. I'll give you an example. What does the word Haiti mean? Anybody know? It's a French word. Haiti, a French word that means hell. Let me ask you something. Did the Haitian people name themselves hell, or did somebody else name them? I'll get back to that. I'll give you another one. Puerto Rico. What does Puerto Rico mean? It's a Spanish word. Anybody? Thank you. Rich, poor. Let me ask y'all a question. Did the Puerto Rican people name themselves Rich, poor? I'll get back to that. African American. African American. Who named themselves African American? Did black people name themselves that? Or did somebody else?
By that logic, it means that nobody else in the country in the world have called themselves that. Other people are calling them different things.
That logic is sound because everybody calls them African American. Everybody calls them Haitians.
That's not what I meant.
What's your point?
You're saying that people are calling different countries different things. And that's
Not different countries. No. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that different people call different countries different names. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that there are certain countries and bodies of people that have identities not by themselves, meaning they didn't name themselves. They were given this identity after being conquered. And that identity was given to them so that their real identity would not be revealed.
That's right.
Now you name me a country that somebody else named, that the world calls them that country.
Australia.
Australia. Who named Australia Australia? Say again?
England.
And who went and took over and established Australia? Who rules it? Who rules in Australia? Australia. Right? White Australians rule the country, don't they? No, who rules the country?
It's a democracy, so technically England rules
Yeah,
us.
for the ignorant, that means everybody's free. I know. But for the educated, it means that the Australian people, the aristocracy of Australia, rule Australia. Why? Because who are the descendants of the aristocracy of Australia? Where do they come from? Say it.
Criminals from England.
From where?
They're criminals from England.
They're criminals from England. And who named Australia? Oh, so you mean to tell me the descendants, wait a minute, you mean to tell me the descendants of England who were prisoners and sent to Australia allowed their forefathers and brothers and cousins to name Australia, Australia. Am I understanding you right?
Renamed America.
Well, wait a minute, before we get to America. Did the Haitian people say, you French people, name us French, because we're your cousins and brothers and sisters? Did they do that? You damn right they did that. You know why? Because there's a difference. The difference is they were given that name by being conquered. The Australians were given that name by their forefathers who established it as a prison colony. That's a big difference. My point being this, that all these people that I mentioned on this side are people who were conquered and given a different name than the name that they had.
That's right.
And their true identity can be found in the Bible.
That's right.
Your identity is easy to find. You just finished saying the people of Australia are descendants of the people of England that were prisoners. It ain't hard to find your descendants, but you cannot tell me who the people of Haiti were before they were Haitians. Can you? Of course you can. Can you tell me who the Puerto Ricans were before they became Puerto Rican?
That's my point.
Say again? Wait, are you understanding my point?
Yes, I am.
Here's the $1 million question. Are you ready?
Hit me.
Can you tell me who black people were before they were African American?
They were the original natives of the earth.
Of the who?
Of the earth.
Of the earth?
Yeah.
I thought you'd give me a nice generic word like that. The only problem is all the natives on the earth have countries.
That's right.
With identities.
That's right.
With borders.
That's right.
With languages. With cultures. So my question again, out of all the people of the earth, including these black people, among these black people, what were they before they became African American?
I don't know. Does anybody know?
Oh! I think you've woken up to something intelligent. She said, does anybody know? Let me help you out. Get me Jeremiah 14:2. Let me show you something you do not want to hear. Let me show you something you do not want to face. Let me show you something you loathe to accept. Read it for me loud out.
Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Listen good.
Judah mourneth.
The Jews are people you know very little of, are in mourning according to the Bible. They suffering right now. And I asked this white woman, among African Americans, what is there? I'll help her out even more. Is there a black man out here that could tell me, you brother back there with the cap, put you on the spot for 1 second. Honest question. What is the nationality of black people before they became African American? Just give me an honest answer. Thank you, brother. That was the most honest answer. He said, I do not know. Do you white people know how shameful you are? You had these black people in your ghettos for 400 years, and you are a ruthless animal to allow them to be in America in 2013 and not give them their identity. Hey.
Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil and move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil and move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily. Ignorant multiply brutality. We I see that they run gone left mommy. Fi struggle the hard road with 5 beginning. Our I see baby having baby. Nothing that happen no do not.
I want you to stay strong in the spirit of the Lord. Hey, listen, if you like this tape, hit the like button and share it, man. Hit the share button. Everybody share it to their own personal Facebook accounts. Share this video, man, to wake up brothers and sisters all over this earth. Hit the like button. Check me out Monday night. I'm live every Monday night. I bring the heavy hitters in. We do it up live right